much and good afternoon. This afternoon we're going to be talking about communication skills. We're going to be looking at improving our communication skills. We're going to be looking at communication in business, in your personal life. We're going to be looking at written communication, at verbal communication. We're going to be looking at a full range of skills that will help you communicate better. The skills that we're going to be looking at apply doesn't matter what you're doing. And we all communicate. We all communicate every day. I'm going to tell you a small story. Some years ago, the lady who does our cooking and cleaning came to me and she said, can you help me? She said, I want to try and work at the weekends. She works for us during the week, Monday through to Friday. She said, I want to get work at the weekends. Can you help with some advertising to get work at the weekend? So I said, sure, I'll give you a hand. So she and I sat down together and we produced an advert that she was going to put out in the local shops. And the advert said this: excellent maid available, good with kids, trustworthy, can cook, hard-working, available now. For more details, etc., etc., etc. Now, please don't all rush at once. She has work, okay. But what was interesting, she took this advert and she put it into a number of local shops. And within one day, we'd had 15 replies, which was pretty good. Unfortunately, 14 of those were from maids looking for work, and only one of them was from a maid from an employer who was looking for a maid. Now, I was sharing this with my wife at dinner. We always, dinner's a very important time for us, and we go through the stuff that happened during the day. And I was sharing this with my wife, and she said, oh, they're so stupid, aren't they? Can't they read, you know? And I was agreeing with her, of course, because she's my wife, you know. Until I realized that we were both breaking rule number 1 of communication. Rule number 1, and the most important rule in communication, is this: the responsibility for the success of any communication rests with the communicator. And in that case, that was me. The responsibility for the success rests with the communicator. So if the communication has broken down, it's my fault, nobody else's fault. If communication's not working, it's the responsibility of the communicator to make sure it's working. Now, this is an interesting rule because so often we break this rule. And it's too easy to break.